Welcome back to City Insider. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Manchester City Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Man City boss Pep Guardiola hails extraordinary resilience of his players. Pep Guardiola joined his players on a lap of honor after they overcame difficult circumstances to beat Newcastle 1-0 in only their second league game of the season. The treble-winning City boss hailed his team as exceptional for a victory achieved without injured trio Kevin Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and John Stones only 72 hours after beating Sevilla to win the European Super Cup in Athens. This game was proof of why we have won a lot, said a delighted Guardiola, who gestured for his players to celebrate their win in front of the fans as if they'd won another trophy. The mindset and mentality of the players amazes me every time. The conditions with which we arrived, injuries and no rest, they played really well. The commitment was absolutely amazing. City, who also sold captain Ilkay Gundogan and Riyad Mahrez in the summer, arrived back from Greece at 4 a.m. on Thursday, and Guardiola was critical of the Premier League making them play again on a Saturday night. We played really good. We deserved to win and could have scored more goals. He said, "We know we are tired. I know we are not in the best condition. I told the players on Friday that this is a challenge. The Premier League decide we play. Okay, we accept the challenge." The way we behaved was extraordinary. Guardiola used 10 of the same players that had faced Sevilla and didn't make any substitutions in their latest victory. He says the lap of honor could now become a common occurrence. "I would like to do it every home game for our fans," he said. "They come to see us. Why can't we share the moment?" They showed incredible intensity to do it really outstanding. The mindset of players amazes me every time. Barcelona, Manchester City reach agreement in principle for Joao Cancelo. Barcelona and Manchester City have reached an agreement in principle for the loan of right-back Joao Cancelo, according to Jordi Gil of Diario Sport. The two sides stepped up negotiations this weekend and appear to already have the framework of a deal in place. The report says Barca will take Cancelo on a season-long loan with an option to buy for next summer worth around €30 million that will become mandatory if Barca reach the knockout stages of the Champions League and Cancelo plays 70% of the team's matches this season. Reports from earlier in the week claimed City were demanding a €60 million mandatory clause. So getting an option for half of that amount is pretty good business from Barca if the report is accurate, and if the conditions to make the option mandatory are met, and they are relatively easy. €30 million price tag for Cancelo next summer wouldn't be a bad piece of business if the Portugal international becomes a key part of a team that has plenty of success domestically and in Europe this year. The announcement should come any day now, and it's getting harder and harder to not picture Joao Cancelo in a blaugrana shirt. Outstanding £68 million player Pep really wants now breaks silence on Man City links. As Dani Olmo has been linked with a transfer to Manchester City, he has finally broken his silence about the growing links. In an interview with Sport Bild, the Spaniard was quizzed about whether he could join the treble winners. Dani Olmo cleared up the speculation as he continues to get linked with a move to Manchester City this summer. Branded as outstanding by Marco Rose, via the Bundesliga's official website, it was reported on Wednesday that Pep Guardiola internally appreciates the player. In addition, it was claimed that RB Leipzig would demand a fee in the region of £68.5 million to £85, £6 million to sell him to the Sky Blues. But now, Dani Olmo has confirmed that despite being speculated with being a potential Manchester City target, his focus remains solely on the German giants. "Nothing. I'm fully focused on the task in Leipzig, the Bundesliga, the Champions League and the Cup. Manchester City are a big club, one of the biggest in the world. Josko went there. But I'm happy here," he said. If Dani Olmo ended up becoming a Manchester City player this summer, it would not be a surprise to see his signing divide opinion. On one hand, a versatile, intelligent and technically secure attacker such as him would seem tailor-made to go up several levels under Pep Guardiola. However, a case can also be made that the Spanish international's time at RB Leipzig has been quite underwhelming. In addition, Olmo is yet to really have locked down a position at Leipzig and just seems like a useful fit across the front line and behind the striker. Whether Dani Olmo could elevate the English giants upon his arrival is the question mark, if the move happens, and that too at the lofty prices that are being quoted. Man City now really want to sign brilliant 20-year-old dribbler it has been reported that Manchester City are now extremely keen on signing Bradley Barcola as they aim to bolster their forward line. This comes from journalist Alan Nixon on Patreon, as Pep Guardiola's side are yet to have even replaced Riyad Mahrez. As a result, Bradley Barcola may be high up on the transfer wish list for Manchester City with less than 2 weeks left in the summer window. Branded as a player with a brilliant vision by foot the ball, the 20-year-old had a bright season for Lyon last season, with 5 goals and 9 assists in League One. The teenager, who once admitted that he idolizes Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and almost has an identical style of play to him, is similarly versatile, capable of playing as a right winger and even up front. Now, it has been reported that Manchester City are active when it comes to the potential signing of Bradley Barcola, as they are interested in adding fresh faces to their squad. In addition, the treble winners remain unclear on Cole Palmer's future, which is also prompting them to explore a move for another right winger. Bradley Barcola is an exciting talent, and the potential of how he could develop under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City is an intriguing thought. But from City's perspective, their aim must be to bring a right winger regardless of the name. While this does not necessarily mean that the Sky Blues settle in the transfer market, but the need for a successor to Riyad Mahrez remains crucial. Alongside Cole Palmer, it would be ideal if another winger could compete for a spot in the starting 11, with the pair taking up the entirety of the Al Ahly dribblers' minutes. The failure to sign a new right winger, be that Barcola or even say Doku, would be disappointing to say the least. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.